they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda-yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
He's easy to get along with, and him and I have both like sarcastic personalities, which is fun. And I think he was a good coach.
Well, I know that I was late to a few of the morning practices, and that was not cool with Jason.
Like, Jason liked to yell at me, "Come on, Hannah, let's go." And I'd be like, "No." Actually, it was good after we had our first fight, and then it was all good. And then we became friends. Ashley, I'm glad you weren't my coach, because that would have meant that I was in the distance group, and no one wants to be in the distance group. Everyone wants to be sprinters. Don't let them fool you.
Ashley had to put up with a lot. Having to put up with a lot of people not wanting to do distance sets and trying to negotiate their ways out of distance sets. But I think she handled it in the best way possible.
I think everyone knows this at this point, but Jared and I are both listeners. I think I'm a little bit more so than him of hardcore, straight up metal.
Morning practice with him. Weird ab circuits. Albert.
We did this thing at Dryland called Albert's.
Dave was my favorite because he never made me work out.
He's a man-child. He still acts like he's an 18-year-old frat boy, so that's fun. He's yeah, I have no other words for him. He is definitely a man-child.
Yeah. Thank you, far too kind. Yeah. Ready?
I don't know, just the uniqueness of like everybody, and like kind of they add their own like mix. Like there's always the funny conversations with foreigners, like they can't always say the right thing in English, so that's always kind of funny.
Monday night with Jimmy Fallon. Tonight we're hosting. Let's see who we're hosting. Let's see. Yes. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have Anna, Ashley, and Austin.
Let's go. My freshman year, there was this kid Richard on the team, and the first like travel meet that we went on, he showed up on the bus 10 minutes late without shoes, without glasses, and I think he like wasn't wearing his own shirt. I think it was, and then like Gary just literally told him to like walk back because he got like locked out of his room, and Gary was like, "You're not going, just like walk back." So he kind of just like got off the bus and like walked away. And then he kind of just like kept to himself all season, and for conference actually we were all waiting, and like we're like 15 minutes late and the bus like wants to leave because we have like a practice time set up and everything, and we're like, "Where's Richard?" And you see like 3 fire trucks roll up to East Hall, and then we get a call like 20 minutes later and it's like, "Oh, Richard's stuck in the elevator."
I think my most favorite moment was still, we used to have like those guys meetings, and we were supposed to set our goals for the year, and Bruno was the last one to announce his goal for the year. It had nothing to do with swimming, but rather hooking up with a Native American girl, so it was pretty funny.
When Gary threw his computer into the water when I was swimming.
At House of Champs, I had like sinus problems, and so I made Macy go into the bathroom with me while I like stuck my head into a sink and like covered it with a towel because I didn't want to just like be the girl like in the corner with her head in the sink and a towel covering her. And that didn't work. So then I made my mom buy me like the sinus nozzle things, and I made Katy come in while I like stuck it up my nose and like cleaned everything out.
Hannah drags me into the locker room and she like pulls me up to the sink and pulls out a sinus rinse. And she makes me stand there while she just like tips her head over in the sink and rinses out her sinuses. I mean, I think she swam pretty well, so I guess like clear out your nostrils and you can swim faster. I don't know.
We're getting like ready to do our cheer, and Jackson comes along in the middle of the group, and he's like, "All right, I got a speech to give." So he just tries to go balls to the wall, and he totally messes up like 4 times. I'm sorry, but Jackson was not thinking. I don't know. He was like, "This has been the best 3 years of my life," which was 4 years. Come on, Jackson. Like, you're a senior. You're about to graduate. So, I don't know. That was really funny. And then he was like naming off people who were really fun, like all the way from freshman year to senior year. And he's naming off people, and there was still people like who was still swimming with him. He's like, "Yeah, I miss them so much." And he named off like 2 people who are still on the team. And we're like, "Jackson, they're still here. Like, you're looking at them right now." So, I don't know. It's just like, that was a really funny moment, and it was great.
What if we run away? What if we left today? What if we said goodbye to safe and sound? What if we're hard to find? What if we lost our minds? What if we let them fall behind and they're never found? And when the lights start flashing like...
I remember the one day we didn't practice in our normal pool.
The funniest part about the training trip, just like in general, was Joel, I think.
We drove right past where we were supposed to get off on the bus, and everyone was like, "Where are we going? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, are we gonna like play something on the beach? Like, we're gonna go somewhere?" And we're all like freaking out how we're gonna have like an amazing day off, that he like surprised us, and no, he just took us to a different pool and yelled us to get in and swim.
Kiri and Joel and the Pop-Tarts.
Well, one of the mornings it was like really cold, and I just wanted to cry, and so I like went into the bathroom and turned on the shower because I wanted to get in the warm shower, and like they didn't know I was gonna be in the shower for like a good amount of time. But the shower was not warming up. So luckily I went into the bathroom, and I'm going to the bathroom, and then I see this person come in, this pair of gym shoes next to me, and like, who's wearing gym shoes? Ashley. So here I am, like my shower is running over like on the other side of the locker room, but luckily I was going to the bathroom, so I didn't get caught in the shower.
I'm gonna call out Hannah with the 2-pound bag of licorice that was hidden in her drawers in her room.
I can rant out Hannah.
Like, train trip happened, I was focused on doing work down there and sleep, and that was about it.
How we all kind of bought candy, but since we had to walk back to the hotel, and we were always kind of worried that Jason would pop up, because he tends to pop up at the worst moments. People would just kind of like buy candy or like get ice cream and either hide it or something. Well, I guess you're not kicking fast because of that ice cream you had yesterday.
My youth is yours, tripping on skies, sipping waterfalls. My youth is yours, run away now and forever. My youth is yours, a truth so loud you can't ignore.
Swimming kind of balanced my life oftentimes, because I was always like really active as a child, and once I started swimming it kind of calmed down, and I got a little bit fluid, like more calmed down and all of that. And swimming was always fun. I mean, I always liked competing and I was like winning, so that was always good. And yeah, I guess swimming was part of my life. Made lots of friends other than swimming, but for 24 years, it's time to finish now.
I like my friends. I got into grad school thanks to the chemistry department. I met my fiance.
I think it meant everything. Like, this is kind of like my life. Like, you graduate high school and the next big step is college, and that's really where you find yourself and you find like what you're gonna become and just kind of everything that happens.
It means a lot. Like I love being a part of this team, and it was something that, like when I first started swimming, I never thought that I could swim in college. So finishing 3 years at UIndy and being a senior is very, I guess it means a lot to me.
Going to UIndy and being a swimmer here, it has meant the world to me, so that's really all I could say about it because there's no words to describe my experience at UIndy.
I found my boyfriend, so that's good, because I usually look like crap, so I'm glad I found someone. I'm graduating and I got to grad school, so it helped me academically. Like, it was a good fit, and everyone was nice.
Coming to UIndy was absolutely one of the best decisions of my life. I found a family here. I had friends. I mean, coming from really far away, I think that I wouldn't have been able to come this far away without having the support system of like a team that was there like for me all the time. So, thanks.
I never swam club or anything, so coming from high school, I just kind of like wherever I went, I could decide to swim or I couldn't. And choosing to swim has probably been the best thing, or best choice that I've made overall. When you reflect on college, like I think most of us will reflect on our teammates and all the fun times we had and the bonds we made, and it just kind of was a family in college that I never had to struggle to, you know, get to know people, or never really have to struggle with like being alone, because I always knew I had 50 people behind me that I could go to no matter what.
I think it meant everything. I loved every minute of being on this team. I couldn't imagine really doing college any other way. Like, being a part of this team, not knowing these guys, no matter what experience, good or bad, like, I'm gonna take that with me through the rest of my life. I'm gonna miss all of it. But at the same time, I'm happy to say that I did my 4 years, and not very many people can say that.
It meant a lot. It meant kind of family, because I know for a lot of people who moved like from really far away, like I live 6 hours away, it was your family. Like swimming, diving, everyone on the team, it basically became your best friend, your worst enemy, and your family all rolled into one. Or you hated people and you couldn't stand other people, but at the end of the day, you loved everyone just because they were your family.